Tonight, we enter a world built by invisible rules, a world where half of humanity was taught to live in silence, to serve, to obey, to become something they never chose to be. And one woman dared to ask a dangerous question: what if womanhood is not destiny? What if it is something society creates? Tonight, we explore one of the most revolutionary ideas of the modern world, the idea that no one is born a woman, they become one. Long ago, before laws, before nations, before cities touched the sky, human beings struggled to survive against nature. In those ancient worlds, men and women lived differently, but difference did not yet mean domination. Some early societies worshipped women because women carried life itself. They gave birth, they fed children, they seemed connected to mysterious powers of creation. Ancient civilizations carved goddesses into stone, mothers became sacred, fertility became divine. But slowly, something changed. As wealth grew, as land became property, as inheritance became power, men began controlling ownership. And once men controlled property, they wanted to control bloodlines. And to control bloodlines, they controlled women. Woman slowly transformed from creator into possession. Not a subject, but an object. Not equal, but the other. A being defined only in relation to man. As centuries passed, the cage became invisible. Religion strengthened it. Tradition protected it. Culture repeated it. Stories whispered the same message again and again. Man acts, woman obeys, man conquers, woman waits. Even language carried this power. Men were described as strong, rational, ambitious. Women were described as emotional, fragile, passive. And little girls learned these lessons early. Boys were told, be brave, be leaders, take space. Girls were told, be beautiful, be polite, be desired. Slowly, a role was written for them, and eventually, they began performing it without even realizing. Then came one of the most radical ideas ever written. One is not born, but rather becomes a woman. With this sentence, everything changed. Because if womanhood is created by society, then it can also be destroyed by society. Simone de Beauvoir believed gender was not simply biology. Yes, bodies are different, but society gives those differences meaning. A little girl is not born ashamed of her body. Society teaches her shame. She is not born passive. Society rewards passivity. She is not born believing she must sacrifice herself for others. She learns it again and again and again, until the performance becomes identity. And then came marriage. For many women, marriage became survival. Without money, without opportunity, without freedom to build independent lives, many women depended entirely on men. Love became tangled with dependence. A woman was told her greatest achievement was being chosen by a husband, chosen by a man, and inside the home her labor never ended. Cooking, cleaning, raising children, caring endlessly for others, while slowly disappearing herself. The world praised sacrifice, but rarely asked, who sacrifices for her? But something deeper haunted society: freedom. Because freedom is terrifying. To be free means responsibility, risk, uncertainty, and sometimes remaining dependent feels safer than stepping into the unknown. So many accepted the roles given to them. not because they were natural, but because generations had made them feel inevitable. And yet, throughout history, some women resisted. Writers, thinkers, artists, rebels. Women who refused silence. Women who demanded to exist as full human beings, not symbols, not fantasies, not servants, human beings. Simone de Beauvoir believed liberation required more than individual courage. Society itself had to change. Women needed education, economic independence, control over their own bodies, freedom to create lives beyond obedience. But men also needed liberation, because a world built on domination damages everyone inside it. True freedom could only exist when neither sex ruled the other, when both saw each other not as master and servant, not as object and owner, but as equals. Tonight, as the world grows quiet, remember this: many of the identities we inherit were built long before we were born, but inherited things can be questioned, changed, reimagined, and perhaps the bravest thing a human being can do is refuse the role the world assigned to them. No one is born a woman, they become one. Good night.